Good to go. The amount of, I believe there was not just all the reviewers
Yes.
eating it up. I'm pretty sure some of the stars of the show had even some negative things to like. We didn't like. That's not what we filmed.
Yeah. No, William Shatner shat all over it.
Yeah.
Which he's like the godfather of
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Star Trek.
That's like Mark Hamill shitting on your project.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and as soon as what's her name left Disney, he immediately started talking about Star Wars again as well.
He
Where
is
he's like,
my hero. Dave Filoni is the man. Oh, Mark Hamill.
Mark
okay.
Hamill, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, I did what I could.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it was gonna be worse if I did nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, but that's all I can muster.
I think as fans for things like this, when you see something go awry in this capacity, and we're talking Star Wars right now, right? I wouldn't mind a reset. If they said to us, disregard Book of Boba Fett, we're going to redo it.
Yep.
I'm in.
I ain't in.
I'm in. Get rid of it. With Dave Filoni,
Nah, do something different.
listen, Dave Filoni's great. I mean, it could be different. It could
could.
be bring Boba Fett back to that. He's not a good guy. He's a fucking bounty hunter. And he's out there just doing bounty hunter shit.
What if? Because they've done full on reshoots before. We've seen that with, some of the DC stuff. They're like, we're gonna take this down for a month or two, or 6 months.
Yeah.
And when we re-release it, it will be the new official cut.
Yeah.
Of Boba Fett. It will be the new official cut of. It's like they had no plan for the last 3 movies.
Yes.
So like it's a mess story wise because they're filming 3 movies and they don't have a beginning, middle, and or end.
Right.
They're fucking filming blind.
They're just going in blind.
Yeah, and they're changing the main characters. Like they were promised, like some of these actors were promised, like you're gonna be the main guy, you're gonna be the Jedi, and then they make him like a shitty pilot.
Yeah.
And he ain't got no powers, and
Yeah,
he
Finn,
ain't shit.
Finn. He was
Finn.
supposed to also become. He was supposed to become like Rey's apprentice at the
Yes.
end. Like he's supposed to show as Force sensitive. And what's fucked up is in the Lego Star Wars stuff, he gets all the things he was promised. He becomes an apprentice. He gets a lightsaber. He gets some powers. Like, how did Lego get Star Wars correct?
That make you feel worse though. Like,
It does.
you got everything you wanted in the Lego
Yes,
movie.
yes. You know what else is bad that I've seen growing in all genres? When they take the bad guy and they make him good.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to have a bad guy that's relatable on some level,
You want him to be relatable. You want him to be realistic.
but you still want your bad guy to be a bad guy.
We got bad guy to be bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why can't bad guys be bad?
Right. When you have Thanos and, like, some of the shit he's saying makes sense. Like, do we really need all of these people? I'm like, absolutely not, Thanos. Should we get rid of half of the universe? Absolutely not, Thanos. But I do agree. We could use less people.
I don't hate it. I don't
Right?
hate it. Every time I go to the South Florida Fair, it's like, dude, snap your fingers. Snap your fingers, bro. Snap them again.
No, for sure. But Dave Filoni is back
Do
in
something
charge,
about the line.
which is great news. And he already trashed your favorite show,
Which one?
Andor.
yeah.
He said
Good.
Andor was trash. He said it was a piece of shit.
It was trash.
Yes.
It
So
was.
he already has won me over.
It had a slight resemblance to like Mass Effect for a brief second.
Yes.
And then it went to shit.
Actually, now that you say that, when I watch Starfleet Academy, Star Trek, that's exactly what Starfleet Academy looks like. It basically like is a carbon copy of the Mass Effect, that Mall of America vibe that they have there.
Yeah, but Mass Effect actually did a good job with it.
Oh no, the Mass Effect was amazing, but it's a direct rip off of Mass Effect.
Star Trek's bad though. That looks bad. It's a bad time to be a Star Trek fan.
It is. It is. This is the worst piece of not only Star Trek but sci-fi to come out in a very long time.
I would go with that because I'm going to consider Witcher Blood Origin fantasy.
Yes.
So-
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So Star Trek, Starfleet Command can have, or Academy can have that fucking moniker.
Yeah, they deserve it.
They do.
It's so bad. A lot of the storyline doesn't make sense. Like the first 2 episodes, I'm like, there's a glimmer here. Something could spark.
Well, who made it? Like who make like what were they aiming for? Like aren't these people making stuff that they want to succeed?
They are, I hope, but they're aiming for the wrong audience. They're aiming for an audience of kids who don't give a fuck.
They're not getting fans and people that actually enjoy the IP. There was a gaming company, the guys behind Pal World.
Okay.
And they've added to their
Pokemon with guns.
Yes, they've added to their when they're looking at your resumes, like, we want your Steam library time. We want to see, like, are you on Xbox? Are you on, show us the page that shows us the amount of time. What games are you playing?
Right.
This is now a prerequisite if you're going to work at our gaming company.
Right.
Are you actually a gamer?
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense. Or do
It's
you have
who
your
you'd want working on the project?
Yeah. Do you have your finger on the pulse?
Yeah.
Right? It's like if you're making for a community but don't play within or live in that community, then you're out of touch with what's good.
Especially when you talk about like Star Trek, Star Wars, where these are things that are 30 years, 40 years of history. Where it's like at this point, someone can have been born after it and have been growing up with it their entire life.
Sure.
Like, you don't need to bring in somebody who knows zero about it and put them in charge. It makes no sense.
Or someone that, if you're made in charge, you can catch up. You can be brought up to speed, so to speak. But they were brought up to speed and then had a complete disregard for the lore. They're like, no, we're going to do it for a new generation. We're going to do it my way. This is the way I'm seeing it. And it's like, you can't take something with so much history and just forget it and then start it new, but call it the same thing.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, make a new thing. Make something else.
yeah.
That's why I would be like against any more like remakes. Like if they tried to remake the Book of Boba Fett, it's like no, do something.
Well,
a different thing with Boba Fett.
I'm with that, but like Boba Fett to me was such a beloved character. Like he was the character of myth, the greatest bounty hunter in all of the galaxy.
We didn't know enough about him. You know?
We did not know enough about him.
We didn't know he was a fat.
It was-
Samoan
it
guy.
was
Now we know
embellished.
too much
Now
about
he
him.
hangs,
Yes.
now he hangs out in back.
Now we
oil,
know.
oil wrestles Wookiees. You know,
Yeah,
it's
Din
whatever, bro.
Djarin is the greatest bounty hunter in all of the Mandalorians, and Boba Fett pales in comparison.
Yeah,
You know, and that's the sad reality. But also, Boba Fett was never made to be good or bad. He was a pay for hire.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you decide to take him and make him a mob boss who doesn't want to kill people to protect his property, and he's getting beat up by low-level thugs in the street,
I think you got very
the
little.
mystery is gone,
You
bro.
got very little time to fix it. And considering there's only so many episodes, take it down, film some new shit, put it back up.
Yeah.
That's it. Just, it's not like there's a ton there that where it's like, you know, hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah. Here's what you could do. Remove the series. Keep the back end where Din Djarin comes in, because that was great. I love that part. And make it one movie. Fix the beginning. Put it an hour and a half. The last 45 minutes is what we already love, or the, you know what I mean? Like, and then fill in your story for Boba Fett, and then move on.
Yep.
You know, you can easily fix it, and then do what we did with what's the not the Hobbit, but the guy with the little feet, the midget that they got rid of on Disney Plus, the show.
Willow.
Willow. Who's Willow? I can't even remember his fucking name. He's gone. Right? I mean, get rid of Willow, aka
sucked.
Boba Fett,
That sucks.
and start
series.
anew.
Willow,
And-
the movie Willow was a good movie.
It was a classic.
They have already sneakily edited some of their movies and things and just not said anything about it. So it wouldn't be unprecedented for them to edit something. It would be for them to like fully pull an entire series down and be like, we're just going to put this back in the editing room.
Yep.
And then re-release it the appropriate way. I mean, look,
Yeah.
books all the time, they remove things from canon and stuff like that. So like it's
iTunes
not,
does it.
Yeah.
They pull complete songs off of the market. And like they're like,
This doesn't
this never existed in Kanye's album. Yes, it did, bitch.
Yes, it was.
The internet,
And it's my favorite song.
It lives forever. So I wouldn't go that far. He's like, this is on my gym playlist.
It's a banger.
I heard that you were trying to get them to play it at Crunch Fitness. You
I
like,
was, yeah,
guys,
they wouldn't do it, yeah.
guys, just give it a shot.
Actually,
just give it a shot.
There was a bunch of like streamers that got banned from what the hell was it? It was like Andrew Tate, his brother, a bunch of streamers and stuff were at this club in Miami, and they played Heil Hitler by Kanye. And
Jesus
when the
Christ.
videos got out, like the cell phone videos and everything, and the club got wind of it, the club fired the person that was in charge of playing it.
Hell yeah!
They banned all the people in the video, all the streamers. They banned them from every nightclub in Miami for life.
That's amazing.
Life.
As
Like,
it should.
life.
As it should.
Life.
As it should. For life. You guys are fucked up.
mean,
this is fucked up.
But did they play the crowd video of everybody singing along?
No, they didn't. They didn't play that. They didn't play that shit.
That's the nail on the coffin. So let me ask you guys. Let's talk Star Wars. If you could, and I know you don't want to, but if you could, even if it doesn't get a reboot, if you just said get rid of this and let's keep the base lore that we love, what would be the one project from Star Wars? Acolyte.
It
I
was.
fucks with that.
Yeah, Acolyte was awful. Acolyte is the Starfleet Academy of projects for us.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah. That was pretty bad. Eddie, what about you?
I mean, Boba Fett might have been worse than Acolyte.
Only because we had such high expectations. But in actuality, I'm going to agree with Ian. I'm going to go with Acolyte as far as removing it altogether. Because we don't need it and it won't affect anything other.
When we got the lesbian space witches that were creating life far before the Sith ever figured out to do it, I was like, we're done. We're done here.
That
we're
is
done.
true.
We're done.
Yeah. I would say, and if you remove the Acolyte, it would affect nothing.
No, it wouldn't. It would just.
Trying to rewrite the core lore to fit your own story. That's pretty egregious.
Yeah. So
that might have been the biggest overstep of all of the Star Wars projects.
Yeah, I was like, because now you're just bullshitting.
Yeah. Like
that's like if Marvel did a movie and Hawkeye beat Thor, I'd be like, just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
But I don't understand how Kathleen Kennedy, to
I don't
me,
care what his arrows are made of. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
Kathleen Kennedy to me is like the Ezra Miller of Star Wars, and then why couldn't you get rid of her?
See, here's the problem.
How can't you get rid of her?
Here's the problem.
I don't understand.
It's because she's got a lot of history. Like if you actually look at her
track record,
it sucks because I will say this, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. Kathleen Kennedy historically has been a really good producer, and you could even say maybe the best female producer of all time.
I believe she worked on some of the biggest movies and
Like what?
alongside George Lucas. So she really was technically supposed to be like the next head to take up the thing, but instead of ushering
like Jurassic Park, E.T., Indiana Jones, she was involved in mega hits.
Instead of ushering more of what those characters were, she decided, no, I'm going to make them something different.
Yeah.
And it becomes like you're not taking care of the characters and the fan base.
I think the problem with Kathleen is as a producer, she funded and orchestrated and helped out and supported these creative people.
Yes.
Like she gave George the resources he needed. She gave Steven the resources he needed. These are creative artists. They have visions.
They're putting not things creative.
She herself was not a fucking artist.
Right.
She knew how to get shit, and she was resourceful, and she was a very talented woman in that aspect. And if she would have just retired or stayed in the production side of Lucasfilms, she would be able to ride off into the sunset, and we'd be able to say, there goes Kathleen Kennedy, one of the greatest producers, best female producer of all time.
Right.
But she took the creative helm of Lucas.
Right.
She rose up one rank too high for her actual skill level.
And she was not
great producer,
for the job.
but she was not
a creative
good at
person.
Creative head.
And I think the damage she's done, I hate to say this, she may have tarnished her legacy because we're not going to remember her. You're not going to, when you think the name Kathleen Kennedy now, you don't think greatest female producer of all time. You think that's the bitch that destroyed Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
That's a shame.
She was in charge when Indiana Jones became what Indiana Jones became, what Star Wars became, what Star Wars became. Like, you were there and you were in charge and you failed on everything that you built up for all of your career until you were in charge.
Like when you see Will Smith now, do you think Men in Black?
No, you think the slap?
Do you think Bad Boys? No.
Now you think this
You
last.
see him having a little childish meltdown on television and slapping
true.
Chris Rock.
As soon as-
it's a
as soon-
shame.
And
Whenever-
he was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Every now and then,
One of the arguably-
he's got to be throwing money to
Yeah.
try to get himself good publicity because it'll pop up on my feed. I'm like, as soon as I see him, fuck you, no. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
watch. I'm
Yeah.
scrolling right
he
past.
I
was-
think to myself, you're a cuck. You're
Yeah.
emotionally immature. I have no interest.
He was a part of our childhood. Like Fresh Prince of Bel Air was one of the best sitcom TV shows in my childhood.
I have seen the movie Ali probably 50 fucking
Amazing.
times. Yes.
Independence Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved Will Smith. growing up.
Independence Day.
well, we
man.
still
Come
have
on.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's a national treasure.
I've been a fan of his ever since his name was Ian in Jurassic
Yeah.
Park. I'm like, all right, that's my dude.
Have you ever
That's my
listened to him
dog.
in interviews talk?
Dude, he's a fucking G.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's always at like
He's
Hollywood
so-
parties with like 2 girls. I'm like, dude, fuck yeah.
And a scarf,
Yeah.
an ascot. Like
Yeah, dude.
it's like you can wear whatever you want, bro. It
Jeff
doesn't
Goldblum's
matter.
living his best
Jeff
life.
Goldblum is
Yeah.
a fucking G.
He's doing like fucking commercials for like rent.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, dude, he's got it. He's
So
good.
when we were younger, we had a plethora, which means a lot,
yes.
of TV sitcoms, right? That were good, wholesome
Yeah.
sitcoms,
Yeah.
if you will, right?
The Home Improvements.
Yes, amongst
Frasier.
those,
Family Matters.
let's go down. Let's try to pick what would be your top 3.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be in any particular order, just your favorite 3 childhood sitcoms. Right? And I'll
Fuck.
start while you guys are thinking, right? And I'm going to go with Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Fresh Prince of Bel Air was one of those shows I think I watched every day for several years in like junior high school and
Yeah.
high school. It was just
my favorite,
always on.
My favorite would be Simpsons.
Simpsons. No, that's cartoon.
Yeah, but I felt like I was part of the family.
Yeah. No. Well, we can say that for another one.
I had an alcoholic father.
Think.
No, I gotta say,
TV sitcoms.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. That's another
the first,
great one.
The first one I got into, or I even watched on even a slightly regular basis, was Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
That's
Everybody-
fantastic.
everybody was
Great one.
everybody was crazy. Like all the girls, like the young girls, when I was in like first, second grade, like, they talked about Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody thought Jonathan Taylor Thomas
Yep.
was like this.
And then that
heartthrob.
poor bastard never grew above 5 feet.
Yes,
No.
yeah, he did.
And then I remember. Just
What about the neighbor?
Dude,
Yep.
Wilson? What's his
Yeah.
name? Wilson?
Yeah, I think so.
And
yeah.
what's great is at the wraps, at the end of the episodes, he would stand there in line with everyone. They would bow, and he had a little picket fence on his stick, and he would still hide the bottom half of his face.
That's good.
Amazing.
And then
Commitment.
Tim Allen was just doing so much cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
All right. All right. I'm gonna pick my number 2, and it was Family Matters.
Fantastic.
Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
I
Urkel.
mean, everybody knew Urkel, right?
Did I do that?
Yeah, did I do that? Yeah, come on. So to me, and they wrapped up every episode with not only humor,
Yeah.
a little bit of family love, but like they told, like they told you how to live as a better person.
Yeah.
They tried to.
Like
anyway.
they tried to. Like it was a comedy. This is a sitcom, not a Star Trek or any of
Fresh
that
Prince
stuff.
did that too.
It did, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what I gravitated towards when I was younger. I liked to
But
laugh.
that's what
and
sitcoms.
A story.
That's what sitcoms used to be. There was, out of every 10 episodes, 8 were just humor. Then you had one that touched on a little bit of something, and then the 10th one was always like an actual, like, oh, this is a important life lesson
Lesson.
episode.
Yeah.
So like twice a year, you got like an actual and Boy Meets World did it a lot, and that was because of the one character. He wanted
the Trailer
to-
Park Kid.
Yes, and he genuinely wanted to do more difficult acting,
Sure.
but he was in that show, so part of his agreement was like, I'll stick around, but you have to give me these episodes.
Yeah.
You got to give me something to work with.
How about the episode
What
where
was-
Fresh Prince's father came back?
Yes.
And Uncle Phil kicked that motherfucker out.
That's terrible.
That was a
Yes.
hard episode to watch,
was
bro.
terrible, dude.
That was a good
Yeah, it
episode.
was, it
though.
was terrible. That was
Right?
terrible.
Yeah, but you have the one where, and it's and he's supposed to come back and pick him up, and then he doesn't even
then
show.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you know what? He fucking kicked him out for a reason.
Listen, Uncle Phil was a good dude.
He was
Yeah.
a good dude.
He was a good dude.
was a good
Now, he was also a serial killer. That man, every couple of episodes, he would have a new wife and he would call her the same name. I don't know what the fuck was going on
Your
in the Fresh
name
Prince
is
of
now
Bel Air.
this. And everyone's gonna react.
But he had 3 wives. He was going through the wives, but they never changed their name. I'm like, Phil either has a type or he's killing these bitches and making somebody else come in with the same fucking name. Like, you're Gloria now. What? My name is Selma. No, you're Gloria, bitch. Now wear my wife's clothes and shut the fuck up. Now, another show that did that, Family Matters. They had a young daughter for several seasons, and then all of a sudden, gone.
It's like, yeah, she went to college, and they just never talked about her.
They never talked about her again.
Never want to rehire her.
Yep.
Never talked about her.
And a lot of
again.
times that ends up being like it's a contract negotiation thing, but it's also like that's a character who they did like nothing with, and like, why are we still paying her?
Yeah, just get rid of her.
That contract's up, right?
They
She's
sent-
out next
they-
season.
They sent her to the Cosby Show.
All right, now another childhood sitcom. What do you guys got?
I don't know. I would probably go with what the hell was the one with the Olsen twins in it?
Oh, Full House.
Full House.
Yeah.
Full House. Uncle Jesse.
Full House
Yeah.
was on all the time.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
a good one. For
All
me,
the time.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
Zach Morris, the quirky kid with the only cell phone as a
Yeah.
child on TV. Now, it was a brick.
Boy Meets World was the one with Topanga, right?
It was,
Yes.
that was
Fucking
Topanga.
smoke show.
She made it through pretty unscathed Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was at a UFC fight a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and the crowd like went nuts.
Yeah.
And like she still looks good.
Yeah.
She still looks really good.
Her, Trailer Park Kid, and then the older brother. They actually do a podcast about Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. No, Saved by the Bell, a lot of them,
I wish her all the best, whatever she's doing.
some of them wind up fucked up from Saved by the Bell,
Thanks for
right?
puberty.
Jesse, she wound up doing that porn movie that destroyed her career, Showgirls.
She tried
yeah,
to
she
show
did it-
she was more than her Saved by the Bell character.
But
and
she relied too much on the sexuality. Like
Yeah.
the movie is like really bad.
Trash.
It's terrible.
It's
Trash.
All,
Okay.
all the cocaine was done
Yeah, it
during
was
that movie.
so
that
bad.
was when they're finally like, okay, guys, no more
but
cocaine
that
in the
hot tub
boardrooms.
scene.
Screech married China, I think, and then was being beaten by her, right? Isn't that what happened? Or he did he did a porn with
He
her.
did porn.
With her. With
China?
China. With China.
Stop.
See,
Here comes the worst fucking Google.
No, you don't have to Google it
No,
now.
I have to. There's-
I've heard about it, never seen.
I never searched for it. I heard he did it. I
Yes.
never searched for
That's
it.
not
I
something
didn't
you want to
bother.
see.
No, I'm like,
you can't
I don't
unsee it.
I don't care that he did it. I'm not looking for him.
But when you heard about it, you're like, oh man,
then
that's,
he got,
that's
like-
rock bottom.
he got stabbed in a bar fight. And
Yes.
yeah,
his
he's-
life went to shit. But then Slater, I mean, he did great. He was
Yeah.
on like fucking Good Morning America and shit.
Jiu-jitsu,
Jiu-jitsu, black belt.
He's a proper athlete,
Yes.
and he's still in the game.
Zach, I see him come back to shows every now and
Every
again.
now and then he does something. I think he made enough money that it's one of those like I pop my head back in. But it's also like at a certain people get stuck in their character
They get pigeonholed.
and they just can't get hired for anything other than that. So it's like, do I stick it out,
Yeah.
or do I just keep
Sean-
doing the same guy?
Is Sean Waltman Screech?
I believe so.
It says she was engaged to him.
Yeah, I think imagine the scrawniest, skinniest man marrying the largest, biggest, most muscular woman.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Screech was married to China. Because Sean Waltman is X-Pac.
Oh, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that's who it was.
Yeah, it had to have been him.
Okay, so it was X-Pac and China.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
all right.
Screech
all
is
right.
Dustin Diamond.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
that's correct.
I know he did something fucked up.
I was gonna say, bro. I was like, dude, what? I am not prepared for that.
All right, no. Okay, all
I was
right.
like, that is a porno. I am not like that. Does not. I'm not mentally equipped. to
No
fucking
one
handle
is.
that.
No one is. Okay, so I was off. But yeah,
She'd use him as a sex toy. Bro. That would not fucking go well.
he
for
would
him.
be a squeegee.
Yeah, dude. That's not like I don't think he's physically designed for
Yes,
that type
yes.
of workout.
So back to like some things that we've been watching as adults that we loved as children that they're fucking up. Like they're gonna be bringing back Firefly. And Disney is doing it,
Disney's
and
doing
I'm
it. It's
nervous.
ruined.
And I'm
No,
nervous.
You should be.
Because
You
that
fucking
is
should be.
that
They're
is
gonna
my
fuck
most
it up.
beloved sci-fi show of all time.
Should I tune in for the new one and then just judge it by
Oh,
that?
bro, no,
Now's
that's
my
not
chance.
fair. That's
Guys,
not
now's my
fair.
chance. Now's my chance to get into Firefly.
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
rough.
Yeah. They can
yes.
really shit the bed on a show that is heralded as one of the
they
best
can't do
sci-fis of
Star
all time.
Wars.
It's
and
got,
Star Trek.
and part
They
of it
can't
is like
fucking do-
it's got a solid premise, but the original creator he had some Hollywood issues.
Joss
so,
Whedon.
So he's gone.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be behind it. So it's really hoping that the person that's taking the reins of it
Who did Barbie?
Fuck that.
actually has a plan
Let her
of where
do
to
it.
go.
That was the worst movie I've
her
ever
do it.
seen. Barbie?
Let whoever did Barbie.
Did you actually like Barbie?
No, I never even saw it.
It was so fucking
Never even
trash.
saw it.
It was
I
the
underst-
most trash of
I
any
understood-
movies I've seen.
I understood there was one part with what's her name with what the fuck is her name? Oh my God, Margot Robbie. I understood.
Hunt?
I understood there was one part with Margot Robbie's feet, and that's all I need to know. So I might tune in for it.
No, man.
Just that
it's
one
so
part.
bad.
But you know what? Here's what they did. They knew their
Bless you.
audience and
Yeah.
they served their audience.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
and
And
it
it's
works.
like, we're not, it's audience.
Right. I agree. 100%.
And it's also weird that like people that went and saw Barbie went and saw Oppenheimer and vice
Right.
versa just because they created
It-
Barbenheimer that
Yeah.
weekend. I was like, guys, those are fucking two completely
No,
different.
Yeah,
those do not go
Yeah.
together.
I went and saw Oppenheimer and I was like, I'm good.
Well, because Oppenheimer requires brain cells and Barbie does not.
Yeah.
Right? And here's the thing. When
In
I watched
hindsight, Oppenheimer was kind of boring. Like I'm sure Barbie might have been a more entertaining.
No,
period.
no, it was
Really?
not. I was hoping
sorry.
to find something to laugh about because Will Ferrell was in it. It looked like a good cast. And I watched the whole thing like, oh, this sucks.
Some
Like,
people are here for the money.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and then it was so bad that people were watching it and trying to say, no, it's artsy. Like, you didn't understand the references here. That's what you're, no, I understood.
All right, first of all-
what I was
What-
watching.
when you
What
start-
is
when you start- when you-
described
yeah.
as art nowadays, you have to stop. There was a gentleman I just recently seen. This was his art exhibit. He had a boulder. He cut it in half. He made enough space for him to sit inside of it and then close himself inside for 7 days.
Hell yeah.
And then said, art. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It would have been more art if you could actually open and close it easily and let someone sit inside for a minute. And you open and they get out.
It would've been-
like,
it would've been
you
art.
get to experience the art that way. You're just sitting in a boulder.
and getting paid for it.
Perhaps, because let's be honest, that art studio closes, you get the fuck out. No
course.
one knows you're in there.
Yeah.
It's a fucking boulder.
Yeah.
It
for
could
sure.
be art if they sealed him in there and he died like for 7 actual days.
That would be
And
great.
then used
There
like,
are sculptures
and
like
then
that.
Opened it and like it was his body in there and you could tell he died trying
Yes.
to get out
Mm.
like that. Then that would be art. I'd be like,
When
yes.
David Blaine does it, because he is surrounded
Yes.
for 24
when he pulls like a
hours.
jack of hearts out of your dick. Like,
Oh,
he's
bro.
like, there's something in your urethra.
There is a part of me that believes that David Blaine is
How'd you-
definitely the reincarnation of the devil. Like, if anybody is the devil walking on earth, it is David Blaine.
Yeah,
He does some shit that people should not be able to do.
He did a trick the other day with what the hell was it for the UFC with Sean O'Malley. Like he went into Sean O'Malley's room and like he did a trick for him and his team. Just like it was.
That's pretty
He
wild.
told them all to pick fucking cards, and like he handed 4 cards to like all of them out of the thing, and he was like, pick a card, and he's like asking them their numbers, and like Jack, and like Sean O'Malley says 7. He goes, all right, so he's like, so you, he's like 7s. He's like, you pick 7s. He's like, yeah. He's like, here. He like took all the cards from everybody else except for Sean. Sean
Right.
kept his 4 cards. He goes, go through the deck, and he's like going through the deck. He's like, you don't see any 7s, do you? He goes, no. He's like, take the 4 cards out of your hand. They're all the 7s.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like, what the fuck? Like, he knew what he was gonna say
That's
before he said it, and then
fucking-
they were all gone. Everybody else's cards.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
get out of here.
he
Like,
has a new show,
evil.
newish show on like Hulu, Disney Plus, where he travels to other countries to experience their kinds of magic or stage shows. Because some of it is magic, some of it is just like, oh, they're sticking a sword through their cheek
Yes.
into their mouth, and it's really happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like he
It's
like he
like
does
in India.
that's
in
that one
India.
Hindu place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
he does some of the
practice pain.
skewering stuff himself as well, which is
Oh, he does his arm.
Yeah,
which is where he gets into that kind of like extreme mindset kind of things where
Yes.
it's like the holding your breath underwater, the sitting in the ice block, where it's like it's not a trick,
right.
It's just
It's a
genuinely-
skill.
It's a hard skill to learn, but it is a skill you can learn.
Yes.
if you're that good at being dedicated to doing something
But
extreme.
how many times do you think he fucking skewered his arm and was just bleeding out?
How it's happened. When he did it on Rogan, he's like,
Yep.
"Oops,
Yeah.
got it. Back up and try again.
Yep.
Oops, hit a spot.
Yep.
Not that spot."
This show is actually really interesting because what he does is he goes to different countries and he speaks with the masters of these things, like the people that eat glass for like real glass. It's like they're not buying trick glass. They live in Africa in a back alley somewhere, and as entertainment for the village, they break glass and eat it and swallow it whole. And they're like, yo, if you do it the wrong way,
there's easier ways.
Yeah.
Well, you end up having.
But you're that guy.
It's like you have to eat actually a special diet to be able to do it. So that as it's going through your system, it pads your gut so that you don't end up just eviscerating yourself inside out.
And not only that, like there's an actual technique to the way you eat the glass in order to get it down into your system too, as well. So it's pretty wild. No. Then there's the guys that were like the snake tamer trainers, like they actually work with. He's like, so you take the venom out first, right? They're like,
I dated a girl. No. I dated a girl that was a snake tamer.
You mean a worm tamer?
Yes, sandworm.
Touche! You win this war.
But like
good times.
You see some of the outfit changes and things like that that's happening in the Magic now. That was in I want to say China. China and Japan, they had a way of doing that quick change kind of outfit stuff. Yep. So it is starting, well, just because the world is so connected, where those little pieces of what they used to do is starting to kind of make its way all around.
Yeah,
so it's
Chris Angel was another dude that did weird shit.
Mind Freak, right?
Yeah.
Yo, that show was cool for a while, but like there's only so much that you can do.
Yeah.
And then once you start showing all of your shit on TV, like, because he had like a place in Vegas for a while.
Yeah.
But he became one of the biggest magicians.
Yeah, him and David Blaine were both huge. He did a couple things that didn't make sense. Like he was good. I mean, he did one where he was in the middle of the fucking street in Vegas, like outside this theater or whatever, and he had this trash can, like a rubber fucking trash can that you would see on the street corners. And he's like, put it over me, I'm going to talk to you in this walkie-talkie. And so like he gave a walkie-talkie to the girl outside. There's people all around him. And like he got inside the trash can right there. There's nothing under him but street. He's on the fucking street. And they cover him with this trash can. He's like, can you still hear me? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, here. He's like tapping on the inside of the trash can. Like it's moving. You can see he's still in there. And he goes, on the count of 3, I want you to flip the trash can over. And she's like, all right. And he's like, 1, 2, 3. And she flips the trash can over. He's gone. He was inside the fucking trash can. There's nothing underneath him but the fucking street.
Was Angel?
Yeah, the mind freak. And she flips it over. And all of a sudden, he's like, look up. And he's on top of the theater.
That's
and I'm like,
wild.
one.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Because you can't tunnel through the ground. The people are around the trash can. So you didn't sneak out. I was like, and even if you fucking ran, you didn't have time to get into the theater and up to the roof. I'm like, dude, no.
That's pretty cool.
Those types of big, and that's where you run into a wall with those big illusions.
The devil.
That's the devil too.
You can only come up with so many of them, especially when you do them on a TV show as a one-off.
Yeah.
Because
those tear people in half. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people don't realize some of some of the bigger magicians, they have a team of people that help do some of these tricks.
They have to. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you can't.
So there's a tremendous expense behind, and then you do it only the one time. So it's not like at a stage show where like, it took $1 million to come up with this idea to pull it off, but we're gonna do it for the next 10 years. Like we did it on the TV show. That's it. We burned it. It's gone. We can't do it again.
I'm thinking if he can actually do this, if he can actually fucking teleport, then why don't we have him working as an operative? Like,
maybe we do.
Just teleport.
Maybe we do.
Teleport into this country, take out the leader, and teleport out. Like the fuck.
What do you think happened? Mind free. What do you think happened to the president of Venezuela?
That's right. We just fucking
mind freaked his ass.
Chris Angel comes out of his fucking bathtub.
Yeah. What?
Come here, Maduro.
He's like, oh, can I get your autograph? Sure you can, in the state penitentiary.
Right. Next thing you know, he goes back into the bathtub. They're in a helicopter. Whoa.
Poof, all your oil's gone.
Oh, man. It's all ours now.
They're like, thank you. How do we get it back? Oh, you don't. You don't,
Chris Angel just took all our fucking oil.
Fuck. That's actually a really good story. I think some of the other dictators would be like, I don't know, I kind of like this Chris Angel guy.
Yeah, you can see like Putin being like, we need more magicians.
I was actually thinking that.
We need government-trained magicians now.
Like, I was actually thinking like, it's one of the things that you don't see at these theme parks like Disney or Universal. Like, why don't they have a magician show?
It's like fucking scary, dude.
It's probably expensive as fuck to
What's
run,
funny
too.
is you mentioned that the Ren Fair does. The Ren Fair has a close-up magic guy every year, and he's by
I've seen
the large food area.
Yeah,
he sits out there.
But outside of that, I'm saying like on a large scale, like set up a David Blaine inside of Disney, you think that wouldn't like get huge responses for it?
Until
Like,
he tears somebody in half.
yeah, like he does close up magic,
Yeah.
but they probably can't pay a salary for him to do something like that.
Yeah,
I would think.
if he could get a proper stage show, then he could do so much more better for himself. But I mean, you got like the Comedy Magic Club, and you got these smaller magicians. You would think they could do something, but I mean, they might be doing it out in Hollywood,
Right.
where a lot of the magicians tend to float around, or if you got something in Las Vegas, like there's kind of areas you go where, like same thing with comedy, where it's like these areas where all the big people are kind of congregated.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
and
Vegas
Florida,
has those places.
Florida just isn't a spot where there's magicians.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no magic in Florida.
No, but I've seen. There's the
Yeah,
magic.
we've been to
It's
Disney
all gone.
recently.
Yeah.
It's definitely dissipated.
Magic is disappearing.
You know what? There's a certain thing that when we were younger, because we've gone to like these theme parks so much, there was a certain feeling you got when you went, and I think the people that are visiting the parks have kind of stolen some of that magic because they come over there with expectations and a little bit of a bad attitude. Like they're like, I don't want to wait in a line. Like, bro, you're going to a theme park. You know you're going to wait on a line for several hours.
Expect an hour for each ride.
So don't be mad when that thing actually happens and you have to wait in a line. And like it's just a different level of expectation. Also, like you had to stand in a line and we didn't have these smartphones for a long time. So now everybody is fixated on their phone, on their line, traveling through. So I don't know. It's a different feeling.
But even the rides now, they're changing the way that. I mean, for instance, at Epic, the queue for the Ministry ride, the entire line is designed to, for the most part, kind of keep you entertained and give you something to look at as you're going along. And I did joke around with my daughter when we got to like a spot that was like very obviously boring. We're almost like, yo, they ran out of ideas. We're in a pink hallway. Like we went through the Flu Network. We walked into the hall, and there's the fountain, and there's all the papers flying in the background, and then you're in the next room, and then you're in the next room, and then you're like, there's a locker room, and then we're in a pink hallway. I'm like, yo, all right. Clearly they ran out of ideas, and then it's like, oh, and here's the staircase to get onto the ride. I'm like, okay, I got it. Like we're here, and we just need to get them here. Just.
Yep.
Pink hallway.
Pink hallway.
Pink hallway. Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. We'll fill in the gap later on.
Yeah.
No,
But even the rides, because like when you compare the old rides, it's like the movement of the ride was the entertainment. A lot of the rides now, especially the newer ones, it's almost a show along with being a ride.
Right.
I was absolutely dumbfounded at what they did on the Ministry ride.
Nice.
The amount of like surprises of like, well, how the fuck are they doing this? And then you hit a huge open space and there's animatronics everywhere, and you got the big 3D screen in the background giving you like depth of field with the animatronics in the foreground. And I'm like, this is wild.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of money they had put into just a single ride.
Well, isn't it the only ride? Is it the only ride in the new Harry Potter
only ride
land?
in there, but they also have a magic show, which is fucking wild.
That's cool.
When you just as someone as a building engineer, as someone who understands like, oh, this is how elevators work, this is how this works, this is how this works, and I'm watching what they're doing on the stage. I'm like, Jesus Christ. The upkeep it must be on that stage piece. Like
it's amazing.
Like the whole stage lifts and it elevates up, and as it's coming up, you have things that are dropping down and coming into place, and a spiral staircase forms. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Like, and like, it's a practical piece. It's not like, oh, that's a screen thing. No. That's unfolding. That's a practical piece. And now they're up there and they're walking down the stairs that just came down.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I was gonna say.
It's epic, the new park.
The name is fitting.
That's awesome.
With what they pulled off on some of the rides and the things they've done, I'm like, wow, this this really dwarfs what was done in other parks.
Now I've read articles about Universal still saying that like they're still kind of working out some of the kinks. Where a lot of the rides down while you were there or anything like that, or it was good.
Everything was up the entire time I was there for the whole day.
Nice. That's pretty sweet.
I would say where I've seen some issues is the other parks. Those rides kept kind of going down. And I think part of that is they've got so much focus on Epic. It's the type of thing where like you probably take your best people
and put them over there.
And you put them at the new park because
it makes sense.
The other parks, everybody's been to.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting in with season passes. In Epic, everyone's buying a 1-day pass.
Right. And they need it to go smooth.
It must go smooth every single day because everybody that's there is only there for 1 day. Yeah. You can't get multi-passes. If you've got multiple days, it's because you bought like a 10-day pass or you bought 2 4-day passes. So so each day at Epic, no matter what, is a single day.
Right.
So if something's down, it's down for everybody, and the chances of them coming back, you don't know.
Right.
Because everybody's like, we're trying to just get in 1 day and see what's here until it opens up on the passes for multiple days. Yeah. Okay. So you can't fuck around and have things fall down for the whole time.
Would you go?
For what? Epic?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to ride no roller coasters, but I'd go.
Yeah.
I think if you skip Stardust, you'll be fine.
All right.
Stardust, right now, favorite coaster I've ever been on.
Really? Better than Guardians?
Fucking, in terms of like coaster, like Guardians, I consider a show as much as a ride.
Right.
It's not a pure coaster. Pure coaster, Stardust, fucking amazing.
Ooh, all right. I need to go.
Yeah. They did the Hagrid thing where it's low to the ground. They're using mag launch constantly. So instead of like it's launching you and then you're getting slow as you're getting to the top of the thing, no, it's low to the ground. So you're just whipping over the top of the things, and it's wild.
Sounds like the kind of ride you would hate.
Sounds like my fucking nuts would be in my throat. The whole fucking ride.
And on that note, thank you for joining us at the Sci-Fi Kingdom podcast.
That's right.
Hey, is that drink good or would you like some ice?
Nah, man, it's pretty good.
No ice then?
No ice.
You sure?
Ice. Yeah.
No ice?
We have enough ice.
No ice? Yeah.
Enough ice.
You don't want any ice?
Enough ice going around.
Sure?
Positive, yeah.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I could get some ice.
Oh, you can?
I could get some ice.
How the hell can you get them?
I just stand outside.
They're outside?
They'll come.
They're coming?
I'm sure they will be.
Wow.
I'm sure. So no ice.
No, not right now.
No, okay, all right.
We all need ice every now and then. How's it going? Wait to the end.
Saving that.
I know.
Saving it for you.
I figured